Irked by China, India signals turnaround on Dalai Lama, invites 84-year-old Tibetan leader to deliver prestigious lecture instituted in memory of its second president.
Here's a summary of the article.
The government has given its nod to an autonomous institution funded by its Ministry of Human Resource Development that is housed in the summer retreat of President of India to invite Dalai Lama to deliver a lecture on next Thursday, a move which is likely to rile China. The Indian Institute of Advanced Studies housed at Rashtrapati Niwas in Shimla has invited Dalai Lama to deliver a lecture instituted in memory of eminent educationist and philosopher Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, who had served as the first Vice President and second President of India. New Delhi's nod to the institution to invite Dalai Lama to deliver lecture signalled a subtle shift in its approach on engaging with the exiled Tibetans, and it came about 20 months after the Cabinet Secretariat in February 2018 advised senior leaders and the functionaries of the government to stay away from events attended by Dalai Lama and other leaders of the global campaign to free Tibet from repressive rule of China. Dalai Lama will deliver the 24th annual Radhakrishnan Memorial Lecture at the India International Centre in New Delhi on Thursday. China will of course not be amused by India's move to allow one of its most prestigious institutions to invite Dalai Lama to deliver the lecture instituted in memory of its second president. The advisory fueled speculation that India was shifting from its traditional approach on Dalai Lama and the exiled Tibetans to avert any complication in its efforts to bring back on track its ties with China. The Chinese government perceived it as New Delhi's unilateral move to change the status quo in the disputed territory and to strengthen its claim, not only on areas of Kashmir under occupation of Pakistan, but also on 5,180 square kilometers of areas ceded by Pakistan to China in 1963, as well as on Aksai Chin, a disputed territory between India and China.
This post received a score of 38,429, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Haha, India just gave the biggest fuck you to China a country can do. I await to see the consequences that China will have for India.
India is getting pretty powerful itself. They'll be an interesting world player.
Us invests in China. China grows. China now expensive. Us invests in India. India grows. We are here. After that Africa it's looking like.
China's way ahead of you and is already investing millions into African infrastructure, high-speed railways, highways, you name it.
That infrastructure investment has mainly been used to exploit African resources. China is deforesting the hell out of Africa.
You say this like the US and other countries haven't been doing this for decades around the world.
Past wrongs don't legitimize current ones. We're still committing the past wrongs currently in Africa though.
Good. Fuck China's government.
This is like a series finale for Mr. Robot or some shit.
Oh shit, I missed the latest one. Thanks for reminder. It was a sad and excellent performance.
This week's episode crying face.
India in fact raised its pitch to reassert claim over its territories illegally occupied by China, after the communist country on October 31 described the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir as unlawful.
Source.
Good source.
China needs to ask themselves the question, am I the asshole?
They would then answer, no. It's the world that's wrong.
I think it's actually more dangerous than that. Yes, but I don't care.
China thought they could start enforcing their will on a global scale and now are finding the reality of soft power.
That's another problem with China, they think only hard power and money matters. They don't even know what soft power is or how important it is for a country.
India has more balls than Australia, whose PM just stayed silent when China banned their ministers and asked them to repent.
Australia? You mean the playground for Chinese billionaires?
That's right, the country which literally sold the port of Darwin to China for 99 years. Darwin is the northernmost capital city in Australia and the most strategically important if conflict over the South China Sea were to erupt. And we sold it for $500 million, which was spent in a heartbeat. Source.
And everyone keeps talking about how great Australia is. Good. India has been great throughout the decades with granting asylum to Tibetans fleeing the disgusting Chinese regime.
I congratulate India for this.
Literally everyone hates China apart from China now lol. My dad lived in Tibet for a while in his 20s, so like 70s, and I have always wanted to go, but fuck getting involved in the shit show that is the Chinese government cracking down on them. Anyone who actually sides with the Chinese on that topic can go fuck themselves.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.